What up, guys? Welcome to the Running the Ropes podcast. This is episode 6. I am your host, Kalo, here to give you the lowdown on all things wrestling, and here's my co-host.
What up, guys? It's your boy, the charismatic AIM. How you doing today, Kalo?
We are doing good. We are doing good. Now, we're not going to mention what just happened.
No.
Because...
What happened? We just started recording.
Yeah, we just started.
Yeah.
This is a whole new world.
So we apologized. Last week, we had an episode 6.
We did have an episode 6.
But on Tuesday night, as Kalo was editing, WWE beat us to the punch and announced that Daniel Bryan was coming out of retirement.
Yeah, we had a whole Daniel Bryan segment planned for you guys, and then we got the news and figured, you know what? It wasn't worth it.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday, we could have done something, but we had a snowstorm, and we were locked in our houses, and we couldn't come to the studio.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to make it up today. We were trying to hopefully, depending how Raw and SmackDown goes, and we don't have a snow day Wednesday, we might give 2.
We might give you 2, and we might give you a little something else. So
Something special.
Stay tuned for that. But today, we have an episode planned for you that is based around a character that is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, because he's your brother. You met him.
He is my brother, and as I said before, as we were talking, we have a connection. It's like this thing in the Avatar where they connect their hair, and they have the tentacles. We don't have tentacles, but we touch.
I hope not.
We touch beards,
Oh.
and I guess that gave it away. But we're going to be talking about Bray Wyatt and what happened after the Ultimate Deletion match, and where is he? Where is he?
I don't know. It's like a Where's Waldo? Do you see him? You can't miss him. He has a beard. He looks way out of place in the norm. So you can't miss him. And I'm surprised WWE isn't doing a missing report yet.
I feel like Bray Wyatt's that dude that you can just kind of like, it's kind of like Elias. He can just kind of show up. He's like walking around the world somewhere, and then one day he'll decide to show up to Raw and be like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Let me fight somebody.
So what happened was Bray Wyatt got deleted in the Lake of Reincarnation.
Lake of Reincarnation. Senor Benjamin was going to fish him out, but he's not there.
Yeah.
He mysteriously disappeared.
So 2 things. Reincarnation means recreating something. So do you recreate Sister Abigail? Because he said Sister Abigail was inside Bray Wyatt.
So here's where I stand with that. I think we talked about this at some point with who could play the Sister Abigail character, and we were coming up with ideas of like, who's the girl from the Mae Young Classic, one of those people.
Yeah.
I was going Sarah Logan, but she's obviously on the Riot Squad now, and we're way past that. But you could have a chance to record and make something special with a new era of the Wyatt family. I feel like if you want, you can pull people up from NXT like Lars Sullivan, who is a monster, and for all intents and purposes, he can fit in right in the Wyatt family.
Absolutely. But we were talking about this before we started recording.
Yeah.
You can also, because there's been on the dirt sheets, Bray Wyatt's been coming out, and live in this past Saturday, he came out with no music.
Yeah.
Called out Matt Hardy. Mm-hmm. Matt Hardy said that you're changing a few, and Bray just falls down to the ground. So now, do you make him into a walking Wyatt?
See, where I stand is I've said this before. I love the cult leader gimmick. That is when Bray Wyatt, in my opinion, was at his best. There was times where I was on my laptop watching Raw and I was playing video games on it, and I put my laptop down and I listened to what he had to say because his delivery was just so great. And then when you got into a feud, because that was around the time he faced John Cena at WrestleMania 30, you were invested in Bray Wyatt as a character and as a wrestler because what he said in the ring was just, it didn't make sense, but you kind of got the drift of, hey, this is what's going on and I'm going to follow it.
Hey, but now, I think that he shouldn't go to the court. Even though I like the court leader gimmick, he has so many losses behind him that it doesn't make you, like, when Bray Wyatt talks, you're like, okay, he's just talking. He doesn't make, because WWE doesn't want you to buy into Bray Wyatt when he's saying, like, John Cena, I'm going to make you embrace who you really are. And then it's like John Cena's, Bray Wyatt was lying.
John Cena wins, lol. Like, that's pretty much where that feud went.
Yeah.
But going forward, you've gotten the people over at Wrestle Talk, Ollie Davis and I forgot his other name. Luke Owen.
I was going to say the other guy.
Luke Owen. They were saying that, maybe Bray Wyatt can come back as a form of IRS, who is also his dad, Erwin R. Shyster. I know I'm saying the name wrong because that's not how it's pronounced.
That's the IRS guy.
The IRS guy. And do I feel like that'll be a good gimmick? Maybe, because Bray Wyatt and the Bray Wyatt character was given to him, and he ran with it. He made great promos. He delivered well. He carried himself like Bray Wyatt because you have to become that character. I feel like if you give him any gimmick, really, he can run with it. He can, because he can talk, he can walk, he can do everything. He'll just immerse himself further into a character, and that's where I feel he's like the Swiss Army knife of the WWE.
Yeah,
because he can wrestle, he can talk, and he can become a character.
Yeah, like we said, WWE had no gimmicks for Bray. Bray picked this gimmick as I clap my hands onto the mic.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt, he ran with this gimmick. He, like I said before we went on it, chicken shit into chicken salad. Cody Rhodes words. Like, no one thought this was gonna go off. Like, take two new lights, and they did. I was invested in the Wyatt gimmick, and all this, and Bray Wyatt just did an amazing job with it.
Yeah, that's where you always gotta like the character, because if you got a guy like Undertaker, say he just came on the scene. Imagine if he wasn't invested in that character. Imagine if he was just like, whatever, that's who I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Hot Ones with Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
He was on the show, and he said that his first gimmick he ever got in professional wrestling was Cowboy Chris Jericho.
I remember that.
And he was like, you know what? I couldn't be a cowboy. Like, that wasn't me. Like, if I was going to be the character, I would suck at it because I'm a rocker. There's no way. So if you're going to give someone a gimmick, make sure that they can go along with it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to see me in a wrestling ring and I'm going to be, I don't know, some prim and proper Tyler Breeze.
Why not?
Because I'm just not that dude. I'm just not that dude.
And, like, a lot of people say that the time of goofy characters like The Undertaker, like Bray Wyatt, won't run in today's era, because you see how everybody is. You know how everybody works.
Well, see, that's where I think that the indie scene is influencing the professional wrestling world today, and I'm talking professional wrestling, I'm talking WWE, where it's more of they want a good wrestler and they want less of a good character, because realistically, you're not watching wrestling to watch a promo. Because if you want to watch promos, you might as well just go watch your favorite show like Walking Dead or something else where there's outside-of-the-box characters. Absolutely. We watch wrestling for the in-ring talent. Like, I love 205 Live now because it's less centered around characters and it's more focused on talent in-ring, because those are the best matches.
Absolutely. And speaking of talent, going back to Bray, he has the talent.
He does.
He has the... I won't say he's not the best in-ring performer, but he's good.
He can get the job done. Like, he's not on the level of AJ Styles, because that is just AJ himself.
And AJ's been doing it since WCW.
Yeah. And, Bray Wyatt, he can still hold a good match. Like, I would love to see a Bray Wyatt AJ Styles match. I was about to say AJ Lee, but I caught myself. But I can see that happening.
I would like to see that, too.
Yeah, that too. That could happen. Mixed match classic going on. But, there is something where you want a good character behind a wrestler, because if you got a guy like, who am I thinking of right now? Pete Dunne, great wrestler in ring. I mean, arguably one of the best.
Yeah.
He's the bruiserweight. That's his thing. Like, he's going to carry himself. He's like, I'm going to punch you in the fucking mouth. Yeah. If you cross me, I don't trust you, but I don't respect any of you. I'm above everyone. I love that character.
Yeah.
But then he backs it up in the ring. His character connects with his wrestling style. And that's what I like about a wrestler who can do that. So those are the people who are obviously going to excel. And then we've seen people like Drew Gulak, who embraced the no-fly zone. He kind of got lost in the shuffle there. But now he's back to the grappler. Like, he's like, I'm going to just go out there. I'm going to perform. That's what I want to do. Now, he's great on 205 Live. Yeah. So that's where I stand with characters and wrestlers apart. But getting back to Bray Wyatt, where do you think he stands at WrestleMania?
I don't want him in the Battle Royal. I want him to have a match on the main card, because you can't have Bray not be in another match in Mania. Yeah. And have him win it. So
that's the key part. He's got to win it.
He's got to win a Mania, and I don't know. Like, you can't be Matt Hardy because you just won the Ultimate Deletion, and and then that was supposed to be the final battle, so you can't do Bray and Matt.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the Great War.
Yeah. So I don't know. Tag team match, maybe a call out. Like, I don't know. I don't see where Bray Wyatt is a Mania card.
So I think that WWE, and this is no secret now, they want a big spot like they had with the Hardys. Like, no one expected them to be there, and then they came out for a match. So imagine this, and I just pulled this out of my brain just now. Imagine if Bray Wyatt's in the ring. He's like, I've lost it. I need to fight someone, and I need someone who has a name. I want to fight someone who can give me a good match, but then I can make my name off their name. Imagine if he's in the middle of the ring, and then you got a guy like Bobby Lashley coming out for a match.
And have Bray lose, though?
No, have Bray win.
Because you're having somebody like Bobby Lashley coming back.
Oh, yeah, he would need to win.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley would need to win.
Yeah. And you can't call anybody from the NXT.
They would need to win.
Yeah. And Chris Jericho, who loves putting young talent over, he's on tour. He can't make it to Mania.
He can't. And Jericho versus Wyatt out of the blue. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not like we didn't see that match, but we've seen it countless times.
Yeah, so this is where booking probably... Realistically, if I'm being honest, I think he's going to end up in the Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of where they put everyone who's just lost in the shuffle. Yep. And, grant you, maybe if he wins it, then that's great. But, again, he's probably not. That's probably going to be a spot save for someone else.
See, I feel like now the Andre the Giant, we're going in as 4 years in a row now with Andre. Yeah. And it's lost meaning. You just won a trophy. I feel like they should change the rule. If you win the Andre the Battle Royal, you get a title shot of your choosing. Yeah. Not like the Money in the Bank where you can cash in at any moment.
You got to say, I'm this, I'm that.
Since I won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, I'm having a shot next week on Raw for your Intercontinental, your WWE. Yeah. See, and then that had people invest because it'd be like the King of the Ring. Yeah. Because back in the day, when people won the King of the Ring, they would be the next in line for the championship. Yeah. You could set it up like that. But let us know, guys. Leave a comment. Where do you guys think Bray Wyatt's going to be in the shuffle?
Because I'm genuinely, I'm interested because I want to know what they're going to do with the character outside of what they're giving out now. And obviously Monday Night Raw is tonight. We are recording this a few hours before Raw, so we're obviously not going to have the up-to-date knowledge of what they're going to do. Maybe he shows up tonight at Raw. Maybe he doesn't. I think he's going to do like a video package, and they'll just leave it at that. But, that about does it here for Bray Wyatt because we don't know. No. We have no idea what's going to happen. Obviously, we can book matches, and then they can very well not happen. Just like last week, we made the Daniel Bryan episode, and he got cleared to wrestle.
We can see the future. We knew.
We're like the Simpsons. We just call out the future because we see it happening right now. I have a crystal ball to my right, even though it's my laptop. But anyway, that was episode 6 of the Running the Road podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Bray Wyatt and where he stands going into WrestleMania. And always, you guys, subscribe, like, do everything else that a particular YouTuber does. And then, you have anything else to say?
No, just about it.
All right, that ends it. I'll see you guys next time.